actually need to set this up. So no Tetris right now. Alright. My dad got me this. Thanks, Dad. A moisture packet. And a bonus! About right here. Yeah. Let me flip it up. Well, we need to test it. My second favorite Pokemon, Palkia. There you go. All right, I think we're good. All right, now we'll play Tetris. That's not lo-fi hip-hop. That's an ad. Okay, map's loading. Hell, I love how it always glitches out the loading of the Tetris blocks. Tetraminos. That's the specific term. This bit over here. Yeah, I like that. There you go.
Mission begins in 30 seconds. Mission begins in 10 seconds.
Good shot.
Teleporter coming right up. I'm moving this. That there wasn't getting any lighter.
We have been awarded additional time.
Teleporter coming right up. Backing up.
Nice. Good hold.
Sentry going up. Backing up. Moving out. That there wasn't getting any lighter. Teleporter going up. I'm moving this. That was getting heavy. Moving out. Come on, backing up.
The bomb is nearing the checkpoint.
I'm moving this. There wasn't getting any lighter. Moving out. Go on, this is gonna be a real piece of piss. The building control grenades. Sentry
Competition begins in 30 seconds. Get ready! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You ready to dance, partner?
Mission begins in 60
That's such a good line. There we go. I need to get better at this sentry blind spot coverage. Really wide dispenser.
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
Teleport coming right up.
Mission begins in 10 seconds. 5,
Almost risking a headshot here.
3, 2, 1. Defend our cart.
Appreciate it.
Nice. Oh, hey.
You failed. Mission begins in 60 seconds. Mission begins in 30 seconds. Mission begins in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. To the curb!
We must push, little cart!
Nice. Good shot. There you go. That's great. A good sentry and another engineer hacking.
Mission ends in 60 seconds. Mission ends in 30 seconds. Mission ends in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Competition begins in 30 seconds. Prepare to compete in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mission begins in 60 seconds. Mission begins in 30 seconds. Mission begins in 10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. Get to the car!
Oh no, I think that was the knife that's healing me. Yeah, I was trying to protect that medic. Or Uber. Nice. Get that next life. If I die. Nice. Okay. Oh no. I'm gonna be a bit tighter here. There you go. The spit is guarded. Is it Sylvester? Yeah. Succotash. Oh, hey. Hey, what's up, Victor? How have you been? Having a good year so far? Got your resolutions done? You hitting the gym? Eating less Taco Bell? Actually, you could have more Taco Bell. It's all about life balance. Ooh, good shot. That's good. Good. Hey. What's up, Maxwell? TF2 is amazing. Okay, so I will. There is a good silver lining. The Uncletopia servers, which is I'm on right now, not only are anti-bot, there's like a heavy filter to not allow bots in. It also brings in like top to mid-level players on average. So when you're not playing competitive pugs, like this is some of the best like average skill PvP practice you can get overall. It's really good. So if you ever want to get back into TF2, yeah, those Uncletopia servers. I mean, they're all over. There's servers for Chicago, California, Florida. Florida has one. The United Kingdom has some. So, and then I'm on the Chicago one. And they're always full, like all the time. Like, if you leave this server, the average wait time is like 2 to 3 minutes. That's how like in demand these servers tend to be. Oh, you would love it. I mean, it is one of the best games ever made. The Uncletopia server info is in the description. And I play every Thursday and Sunday, and people are welcome to join this server, Chicago 1. In the future, you know, I'm looking into getting my own community server. I was going to get it in this month. It's more about, I'm going to gauge kind of demand. It's kind of like, yeah, it's kind of like opening a store. You need to gauge, like, how many people are going to show up. And that's not pressure for anyone to actually show up. But I've had a few people want to play on a server I own. And so, if there's enough, like, average demand, then, yeah, I'll finally rent one. But if there's only a few people, then we can just play here. Like, it's been working well so far. If it goes way up, then, yeah, I'll have to get my own server. Try to get everyone to, like, play and stuff. Yeah, I totally recommend it. It's as fun as when you last played it. Probably more, you'd probably enjoy it more if you were having problems with bots a lot. I actually don't mind running into bots. I do think they should be gone. I think that's awful that people are doing that. But, yeah, I mean, the fact that Uncletopia exists to get rid of the bots is really good. It is sad that they exist. I personally, the way I just approach things is I'm trying to say, like, okay, how can I meet the bot? You know, we're talking, like, heavy, overheal, fists of steel, careful approach. But, yeah, I'm surprised Valve hasn't gotten rid of the bots yet. I love Valve. I hope they can get around to that soon. Oh, good Uber. Dude, nice. That's awesome. Yeah, engineer's my secondary. Definitely my top three are pyro, engineer, and then spy. That's awesome. I was just playing engineer earlier tonight, and he's a lot of fun. Very high learning curve. Very rewarding. I mean, all 9 of them have very high learning curves. Being careful with your sentry placement is huge. Like, being able to cover your blind spots and then recognizing choke points that your opponent has to work for. And then, yeah, building management. And then you can't underestimate engineer with shotgun, no matter what shotgun it is. I'm talking even Thompson. Rescue Ranger, long distance, there you go. He's behind me. I'll show you if I die, because you brought up what you found at Target. Alright. So, Toys R Us. Was this 2013? 2012? Let me look at the date here. Whenever these first came out, I think in 2012, they had this guy in Demo Man. I definitely was able to grab... I definitely got Pyro. With the money I was saving at the time. So, and at Toys R Us, talk about now 2 artifacts. And now they're like super hard to get, to the point that like the voice actors for the characters are like, yeah, we're looking for our characters. I know, like, Gary Schwartz has Demo Man and Heavy, but I knew that the guy that voiced the Pyro and Spy did not have a Spy figure until recently. They were able to gift it to him. Nice. Nice. That's a really good find. Yeah, that's incredible. I definitely thinking of the timeline here. Because I was with one of my best friends, Ryan Green. I'm sure he'll remember, he went to Toys R Us with me. We actually went to my favorite restaurant until it closed down, Hometown Buffet, aka used to be Old Country Buffet in Kansas City. And we walked to the Toys R Us next door, picked up the Pyro, and it was crazy to see him and Demo Man on the shelves like that. That was nuts. That was 2012. That was definitely 2013. I'm remembering it. Yeah. So 2013, Toys R Us Pyro. Oh, dude, nice. That's a lot of figures. That's awesome. Ooh, did that scout get the health? Nice. Yeah. Yeah, they're basically out of print. I mean, they have been out of print. So you lucked out getting that engineer figure. You know what's so sad is they're still in high demand. I wish someone at Valve would realize that if they just talk to some factory, they could just make a new line. They don't have to reprint these figures exactly. But if they made just TF2 figures in general, it could be a new company. They could, you know, they could talk to like Mattel. You know, Mattel makes like what, He-Man? I'm sure they'd be down if they made a deal. And you know, I don't see Mattel's print factories going out anytime soon. That could be a match made in heaven, and I think there would be high demand. And then you sell to like Mattel, you're like, oh, and guess what? Hats and weapons. I would buy a Pyro degreaser just to add to my Mattel Pyro action figure. 1,200? Wow, I did not even go there price-wise. Wow, like my mind was not in the 1,000s. I'm thinking like, okay, maybe like 200. Wow. Okay. That is crazy. I'm definitely, yeah, I'm not selling my Pyro. He does not have a price. Nice. Well, you're always welcome to join. The server description is right there. Uncletopia is a great place to play. I mean, if you have time tonight, I'd say install it now and hop in. Because the cool thing about this server is once you're in, you're in. You're not going to get kicked. I mean, obviously, unless you like idle. But this is where like the mid-top level players tend to go. Just like on average. You get really good practice. I mean, even if you don't play competitive, it's just like there's a lot of really strong, competent players on average. And so it really helps you become a better player overall. That isn't to say you don't get better if you play against mid-top level players. But there's so many things I'm sure you've already seen where like a lot of soldiers here, they purposely delay a rocket shot because they know I'm looking to air blast it. And it's this fun, and I see it in competitive, this fun mind game of purposely delaying the rocket to bait out air blast and then punish. Or like as an engineer player, you're gonna encounter players on this server, like competent spies that will like try to do like the mind games with you. They'll gun down your sentry and try to trick stab you. They've trick stabbed me. You know, that's the stair stabs and stuff. It's awesome. I was like, oh, wow. Some of these spies, really good, and it makes me a better pyro main. So. Oh yeah, I about every 2 months I upload my RGL scrims. I'm actually gonna upload one tomorrow. I did an RGL scrim recently, so they're all pyro videos, but it's fun. You know, I like to just kind of archive my progress and stuff. But you're right, competitive is a lot of fun. I mean, just the challenge of improvement and always looking for where you can improve is really cool. I mean, it's like, you know, people, you know, the gym bros, you know, they talk about going to the gym, but like actual value in going to the gym, not just talk for talk, but when you actually do keep pushing yourself, you know, it's like that in competitive too. I'm borderline addicted to challenge, and I think it's just a good attribute to look to challenge and be like, how can I better myself, you know? It also just helps with your mindset, because I don't know if you've ever competed in like chess or Super Smash Brothers, but there are people that you'll play them and they'll be like, oh, I'm already gonna lose, and you're like, well, with that mindset, you know, it's about building that positive confidence, but also you don't want to overextend into arrogance. That's where competitive can really tame that, like that very unstable ego that some people have. You know, competitive games can be very humbling, thankfully. And then hopefully with that, there are people out there that'll be like, okay, yeah, there are people out there that can beat me, so I'm gonna keep getting better. You know, you gotta swallow your pride, make sure that your ego isn't jumping in front of you when you lose. Like, I could have just been like, stupid dumb sentry, but to me, I'm like, wow, that's a good sentry spot, and that sniper was coordinated right across from it. Good coverage. So now what I'm gonna do is try to poke the sniper right here with the flare gun. We'll see if I... Ah! They're pretty good. They've killed me a few times tonight. Hey, okay, so, well, they're fast. Alright, here we go, here we go. Alright. Yeah, listen for the sound. Oh, he's rotating or something. Oh no, okay. We got the scout, so it looks like. Oh hey. Good rocket. There he is. Oh, they were ready to. They were scoped. Yeah, they're waiting. Okay, good coverage. Okay, so in this situation, that sentry's covering really well. So I need to protect our medic. In fact, I'm gonna go medic too. I'm gonna go stock. I don't know what medigun our medic's on. I mean, they can play whatever. It's just, yeah, you have to be... Okay, so they're on quick fix. Yeah, you have to be careful when you're not on stock against a sentry play like this. So I'm just gonna stay back for a bit and build stock Uber. Watch for spies. Yeah, give Demo Man buffs. See if he can poke out the sentry early, like this. We might actually get a sentry down. Okay, that's progress. I got the dispenser. Okay, we got the sentry. Wow, nice. I'll stay on medic for a bit. Hello. How's it going? Uh-huh. Good play. I'm gonna go heavy. And because that sniper is so good in like sightline control, I'm going Tommy Slot for sure. Try to see if I can poke them away. That's something that like you have to have a bit of courage for as heavy, but you can definitely fend off snipers if you just pepper them a little bit with bullets. You gotta be careful. You know, sometimes they're already scoped in. Like right there. Yeah. Nice. I'm trying this. Nice. That was good defense. Hey, how's it going? Nice. Okay, I'm gonna help the engineer with the teleporter.
Mission begins in 60 seconds.
How's it going?
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
Nice. Oh yeah, yeah, I mean, there's a reason people love just air shots in general. Demo Man, Pyro, Soldier, like any of those projectile kills in the air, you know, they're not easy to do, just all around. I mean, I count Scout's, like, his ornament in the Rap Assassin. That's an air shot. You ever done a Girardi air shot? There you go. Okay, this counts as a Diamondback. Yeah, I love that. That's really good. Ooh. Hey, how's it going? Nice. Aquatic engineer play. There you go. That's cool. Oh, hey. Nice. Oh. Okay, trust your medic, because they're going to Uber you when your health's low. Hey, how's it going, medic? Thank you. Watch out for ammo. Ooh, good rev. Yeah, like you were saying though, Demo Knight's pretty fun too. I don't play shields a lot, but I have two friends that hate Demo Knight. I like Demo Knight, even if I don't like play shields a ton. I think it's pretty funny, like just that type of play style, and It's funny if people underestimate Demo Knight, like even like an engineer or heavy, and they can still rush through your bullets. Definitely gotta be careful. Oh, speaking of, hey. Yeah, I'm either gonna magnetize their attention or punish them if they overextend there, so that's kind of like something you're pushing for, is that kind of like either or. I mean, I guess they can ignore and go after other people too, but you're kind of banking that, you know, heavy just tends to, heavy's like the elephant in the room class, because if you don't deal with him on average fast, super fast, then he could just shred your whole team. So. I love the analogy. There was like a recent analogy saying heavy's like a raid boss. That's perfect. Because especially more experienced players know he's like a raid boss. That's why at a high level, if he's not being supported, he could actually die pretty easily, ironically. But that's just because of how much of a threat he is. Now in competitive, in 9v9, you know, heavy's part of the combo. So he's with Demo Man, Pyro, and Medic. And Medic's giving him heals a lot. Demo Man's creating space for them. He's like the enforcer. And Pyro's just protecting all of them. You know, Pyro fends off all of the diving classes, all of the pick classes. If the class starts with S, Pyro's trying to fend them off, including snipers with the flare gun, so. Ooh, nice. Hey, how's it going? Okay, should go down pretty soon. Yeah, sometimes against Uber, you just have to hold your ground. You know, sometimes they expect you to go flight mode, but you gotta go fight mode. My favorite loadout is this one. There's 3 pyros, so I can't pick them right now. But it's Degreaser, Festive Flare Gun, and Power Jack. So I play a very, you know, they call it combo pyro, puff and sting. That's what I use in competitive, and that's what I use. That's my default set. I like all Pyro's weapons though, but yeah, the combo pyro set is my most favorite. The skill ceiling on Degreaser is already awesome because of that faster switch speed, and then the learning curve on stock flare gun is also awesome because, you know, with the detonator you're able to right click for a higher hitbox radius, but you can't. Ooh, good shots. But with the detonator, the crits are only mini crits, and that still does a lot of damage. It's just that if you land a flare shot with a crit flare with the default flare gun, it's 90 damage. And I love practicing with that, getting better with it, you know. Oh hey, how's it going? Oh hey, medic. So yeah, I love practicing that puff and sting, because if you do just well, Puff and Sting, which is flare, air blast, flare gun. Sometimes you don't air blast. That's like 110 damage, not counting even more afterburn. If they don't get a health pack or they're not overhealed, they're probably dead if they're 125 health. Yeah. So you know how I was talking about in competitive, you want to fend off scouts and stuff. Any class that starts with an S, you're kind of looking to fend off. That includes, yeah, scouts or spies. Like, if you Puff and Sting them, they're probably dead unless they had overheals. I'm going to be right back, by the way, while that loads. Let me get this up. Alright, I'll be right back. Bop it a boopy. Get some water too, hold on.
Competition begins in 30 seconds. Prepare to compete in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mission begins in 60 seconds. Mission begins in 30 seconds. Mission begins in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So yeah, this is my default pyro set. I don't know how many like players actually know this. I guess you'd have to play pyro or like medic. But when you run like the flare guns or the crossbow, they auto reload when you switch off the weapon. So you don't have to stay on the weapon for it to reload the projectile. And so that combos well with how the degreaser quickly switches back. And so you could like just auto reload as you deal damage with the flamethrower, or use the power jack to run or deal damage. Okay. Ooh, nice. You definitely want to spy check for your... I mean, this is a Highlander combo right here with an extra medic. Yeah, you want to definitely spy check a lot, just in situations like that, because as you build Uber and your combo tends to push forward or sustain, you know, you want to give them that assurance that you're watching their backs and protecting them. Oh, good shot. That's really good too. That's actually underrated. The panic attack has gone up in usage a bit the past few years because there's like Uncle Dane talking about it. He was talking about how the panic attack's underrated, and we've seen some pyro players use panic attack a lot with degreaser, which I do think is good. But excuse me, I actually think your specific combo, weapon combo, is really underrated, because it's not that the degreaser panic attack combined switch speed is overdone. It's not. It's really, really, really fast. But I actually think the afterburn you get from stock flamethrower and the more air blasts you get on average is really good. You're already moving really fast with the panic attack. So yeah, stock panic. That's what I tend to do. If I'm running, if I go to panic attack, I'll swap to stock usually. Oh hey. So this is literally, again, a Highlander combo. Medic, Demo Man, Heavy, Pyro. It's just so effective. It's medic and 3 of the 4 power classes. And soldier, soldier tends to play flank with scout. Scout's like flank objective, and soldier is like flank roll compression. And that's usually like, oh, if one of your classes die, like, oh, our spy's dead, soldier can go after the medic himself. It's like, oh, our heavy's dead, soldier can run in as like a tank for the medic, stuff like that. So.
Mission ends in 30 seconds.
Oh, good sentry. That's a cool avatar. Like grass energy from Pokemon TCG.
Victory. Mission ends in 60 seconds. Mission begins in 30 seconds. Mission begins in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Nice. That was a good arrow. So my preferred setup on engineer right now on defense, it's Frontier Justice pistol. I guess Frontier Justice pistol and the Jag, and then on offense I swap it with Gunslinger. But even as of today, recently I've been doing a lot of Jag on offense. Excuse me. My first game today, I was aiming for getting like level 2s and 3s up on offense. Yeah, the Smith pistol. But yeah, it's pretty fun. Engineer's a lot of fun. He's a cool class. I mean, I think all 9 of them are cool. I don't know if you heard about this, but a few days ago, TF2's item servers were globally shut down for 2 days. And actually, there is a silver lining to all this, is that in like Highlander in the European League, 2 teams actually agreed to play with all stock. And so there was a top-level competitive match played with all stock. It was like taking a look into an alternate universe or timeline, like an alternate timeline, where there were never item updates. And so you saw, like, offense payload engineer running stock wrench, and the engineer was trying to get up, like, a level 2, level 3 sentry. It was awesome. I love that type of, like, resource management, like, play style. And it's very rewarding. If you can get up a level 2 or 3, you can just lock down areas for your team as you push. Usually what you can do is, like, right when your medic pops Uber, the opposing team will most likely be they're gonna be, you know, watching the Uber. So you can sometimes just sneak in a level 2 or level 3. I mean, if you don't have that, you can even just sneak in a level 1 while your team pushes in. Nice. Yeah, it really is one of the greatest games ever made. I mean, we're fortunate that they're owned by Valve and not Nintendo. Nintendo would have, like, shut down these servers years ago, and if they heard about competitive, they would have tried to shut that down most likely. Like, I think they for sure would have tried to shut down the servers, like I said. But Valve, when they heard that there was, like, grassroots competitive, they're like, oh, do you guys want in-game medals? And to this day, Valve will make, like, front page Steam announcements, or, like, TF2 Steam page announcements about tournaments coming up. So, I know people are like, oh, we wish Valve updated more. At least they're doing quite a few community updates. Like, mainly community-driven. Nice. Good trap. You know, the summer and Christmas updates last year had a lot of great community, like, maps and stuff like that. So more of that, that's awesome. Yeah, as you mentioned earlier, hopefully they can fix that bot issue. It can be pretty bad for sure. Oh, good shot. With the quick bomb launcher? Yeah. Oh, hey! Nice. Yeah, the melee approach and the demo on the other side is pretty good. Ooh, nice. Huh. I'm guessing there's a spy there. Nice. Good Uber denial. That's another thing you can do as Pyro. Recognize your strengths and being able to deny Ubers like that to air blast stall. Being able to just stall out Ubers is really big. Oh yeah, the Saxy Awards. Yeah, good point. Yeah, there was some really good ones. That one spy one, not about the spy, but the secret agent one, and then the TF2 mercenary showed up at the end. I felt pretty bad for the secret agent. That was really good. You know, a fan favorite is that airplane one. That one's pretty good too. And the fact that Valve, I mean, think of like what Valve did is not only were they like, oh, we're gonna show off these awesome, we're gonna show off like, you know, the ones I mentioned before, but you know, they're gonna be like, we're gonna have a contest for fan-made videos. They also were like, I mean, just look at Source Filmmaker at its core. It's just like, oh, here's our professional movie-making software that you can use for free. We just made the last Meet the Team video, so here you go. That's pretty awesome. That's insane. That's another reason why I don't want... It's so sad when people just 180 and start hating Valve. It's like, no, Valve's a really good company. It's just sad that it's just the way their business is organized right now, that it's really hard for them to... for employees to like make a drive to, you know, someone at Valve has to say, I want to update TF2, and the way that Valve's employment structure is that there's still yearly reviews, and so there's like that internal peer pressure of, oh, if I work on TF2, what if that's a death sentence to my employment? What if I get lower scores in the annual peer review, you know, wave? So, you know, what needs to happen, the solution there is that someone at Valve needs to prepare like a 20-minute presentation. There needs to be like some staff meeting, and they need to bring in numbers. They need to say, look how much money TF2 still brings in. Look at, like, it's stayed a top 10 played game on Steam since 07. I mean, that's a good point. You know who does something similar is Sega, and lately Sega's been on a roll with like rewarding high effort fan content. I'm not just talking about Sonic Mania. Sega's been a lot more open towards the potential of what good fan content can bring their IPs. So there's all these like cool Sonic fan games. And it's basically, as long as they're not making money off of it, you know, as long as they're not literally being like, oh, buy our Sonic fan game on Steam, you know, they're basically fine with it. It'd have to be like really, really bad. And so they're doing that. But another thing that they're doing is, if you go on the Sonic the Hedgehog Twitter account, they are sharing, it looks like multiple times a month now. I want to say at least once, but it's multiple. They are just sharing really cool fan art, and they're actually like, they're basically publishing it as official art. If you actually just go on their Twitter right now as of this day, and you just go through like their media page, the media section, they have multiple like big like group shots of all the characters drawn by like different artists. And not like Sega hired artists. I mean, some of them could be, but they're getting like fan artists. And they're like, wow, that's good work. We're gonna put it on our official account. It's like, that's amazing. That's really good. That's a really good bridge to have between your fan base and being a company. Obviously, yeah, there's boundaries and stuff, and you need to have a filter. I do think it's, I think that's a skill. I think actually, I can tell that they at Sega, they have people that purposely like filter good content. Because if you don't have a filter, you're gonna get a lot of bad stuff, you know, actual, well, cringy stuff. Like, but if you have a filter, if you have someone hired to filter that stuff, you really start hitting the gold mines of like you said with the Source Filmmaker. That's kind of its own filter. It's a contest. So because it's competitive, it's pushing a lot of these fans to really up the ante in their quality and effort. And that's the same for if you hire someone to look at fan content, is they're filtering like really good fan content. So I think it's important. You gotta convince companies that it's worth it to hire a few people, at least, to just keep an eye out. What are the fans doing? I've always said this too. I think a weakness of Nintendo. I mean, Nintendo has some of the best IPs ever made. You know, you look at Super Smash Brothers. Look at that roster, right? I'm just talking about the original 12, like iconic characters, all 12 of them, right? I think a weakness of Nintendo is that they are so disconnected with their fan base because, you know, the developers are mainly from Japan, which is fine. It's just that there's now already that, well, actual like language ocean barrier, so they might not be able to check other areas of the world, seeing what fans think. So there's that. 2, sometimes they are a bit stubborn with changing their direction of things. I think the Zelda team's doing good. And then 3, it doesn't look like they have what Sega has, where they're not dedicating. They probably, again, it would be like Valve. Valve's a lot more down to earth, but they need someone to talk to them about the importance of hiring at least one person dedicated to looking through what the fans like. Go find that cool F-Zero fan song. Go find that Star Fox fan game and be like, wait, that's potential. I mean, there's a game called Exodia. I'm pulled up. We're gonna listen to the soundtrack. Literally, this is what they should do. I bet it's right. Look, it's right here. Full OST. They should be scouting the devs for. Whoa. Okay. The devs for this game, they should have been scouting them by now, and they would be more than happy to make a new Star Fox game right now. 1 second.
Competition begins in 30 seconds.
What about like right here? It's a pretty good spot overall. It was just kind of at the. I mean, I think you know this, Maxwell. You know, I think good engineer play involves constantly being open-minded and rotating your building spots. You know, he's not a fixed class. In fact, if you fixed to where you put your buildings every time, that becomes very predictable. You know, make them work for the choke point, and then when they get to the end of the choke point, you know, they're fighting like a level 2, level 3 sentry, hopefully. Kind of like in this scenario, you're trying to get that level 2, level 3 up. I actually need to get a teleporter up like right now. Oh, hey. Good Uber. Okay, so... yeah, no metal here, that's alright. Again, I need to get a teleport up ASAP. Okay, I'm taking a risk here trying to get metal. Ooh, good shot. Yeah, good teleporter placement. Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, teleporters are huge. I think the thing about teleporters and dispensers at like an early level is like players might not recognize how like impactful they are just overall, because they're not racking in kill counts. But if you really look at the schematics of like, excuse me, like let's look at 9v9 Highlander. Look how much like ammo and health you're giving your team on average, like especially Heavy and Pyro. Heavy and Pyro really appreciate dispensers. I will tell you that. And then yeah, teleporter. I mean, Heavy and Pyro appreciate teleporters too. Medic, you know. Yeah, they are rushing us down. Good momentum on their end. I'm actually gonna move this. Yeah, I was willing to take that risk there because it looks like 3 of them already knew the spot and it wasn't a level 2 yet. So definitely was willing to take that risk of trying to take it to the point. Something that's underrated too is picking up metal for when people die. I think actually that's something that some engineer players at an early level don't comprehend. Like, and I don't mean that in a mean way. I mean that like it's hard to like correlate. Oh, if I literally just shotgun someone, they die, I can pick up their metal and then make like a level 2 sentry or something. So I've been trying to get better at that lately. I've been trying to, you know, rather than me always just going, oh, there's no metal around right now. It's like, yeah, there is if someone dies. I love this metal box. Yeah, I love the risk involved in it.
Plant yourself on the point, mister.
Oh my gosh, listen to this boss song. I'm talking to you, Nintendo. This is talent right here. These guys can make your next Star Fox game. and Namco. Either of them can. Make 2 Star Fox games this decade. That'd be cool. At least 2. There you go. Yeah, we're pumping up the volume here. Nice, thank you. Definitely got to be persistent. If your sentry goes down, just got to keep at it, you know? Oh, wow, yeah. There's a ton of them there. That's definitely a choke point. I mean, it already is, but in this game state, yeah, definitely focus fire there for most of us. It'd be a pretty good strategy right now. Let's see what happens. Nice, good rocket. Yeah, he's so cool, and he's voiced by Grant Goodeve, the guy who voices Wolf O'Donnell in Star Fox's Soul. He's a good actor. From what I've heard him in, yeah, he's just good at his craft. Okay, so let's give it a little bit of. Oh, nice. Yeah, they keep streaming into the point. At least we keep fending them off. I'm gonna go medic with crits. Oh, you gotta stay. Oh, it's really close. Nice. There you go, sniper. I see the vision. You know, the sniper. Alright, I'll go stock. Yeah, that song's nuts. I mean, this whole soundtrack's good. That running bass line is crazy. Ooh, good backstab. They saw me? Yeah, nice. Leaf Green, Pearl, and Platinum. So I mean that's, and then an honorable mention to Battle Revolution. Yeah, those are my favorite Pokemon games. What are yours? Oh hey. Yeah, I'm gonna go Minis Frontier Justice. I also need to promote a teleporter. Oh, nice. That was a good shot.
Dispenser going up.
Oh, I was gonna say they have a good hold right now, and yeah, here's the Uber.
Building the sentry.
Nice. Yeah, those are all good games. That's awesome. Yeah, our Discord community, we play a lot of Pokemon TCG and Showdown. And yeah, a lot of us love XY, Black, White 2, Platinum. Yeah, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, nice. Those are all good games. One of my favorite Pokemon songs is from XY, and it's the Gate theme. Holy crap! We're gonna do a X Zodiac intermission after this song because I gotta play that real quick. I think it's one of the best Pokemon songs ever made. They are holding that flank pretty well. I will tell you guys.
Teleporter going up.
Okay. Let's pause this. We'll play this for a little bit.
Mission ends in 60 seconds.
Oh, look at that. An Ubisoft at Ubisoft Plus. I've never heard of that. Wow. Is Rayman 2 on there? Any mainline Rayman game? There you go.
Teleporter coming right up.
Mission ends in 30 seconds.
Sentry.
Yeah, what a good song. Alright. Oh, that one's really good too, yeah. Yeah, Power Plant's really good. Well, I gotta play this. Oh no! That's fine, it should only go... Okay. That's why Power Plant,
Mission begins in 60 seconds.
Toxic Eternity. This is my favorite remix of the Power Plant theme. He killed it! Toxic Eternity is a great metal guitarist. Help of that engineer.
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
Oh, sorry. I just realized he wanted to use a teleporter. Good backstab.
The control point is being captured.
Yeah, Toxic Eternity. I'll play one more song by him because he also did one of the best versions of the Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow battle theme. It's actually one of the best metal songs in my opinion, and I'll tell you more why when I get to it. Nice. Actually, I'm not on Winger. I can still make this jump. I'm so used to winger heights. But yeah, I like Mad Milk. I've been trying to practice with Mad Milk lately. It's such a good generalized support weapon. Don't tell Six's elitist that. Ooh. Good save. Alright. Toxic Eternity, Pokemon Battle. Oh, there it is.
If you're making a to-do list today,
I didn't have Reese's, but I will later this week. Alright, listen to the counter melody right here. The other guitar. Oh, good shot. So yeah, that's a great song. Original and cover. Oh, hey. Nah, yeah! That's awesome. Okay, so on my YouTube channel, there are 2 playlists. J-Spot list is for productive hanging out playlist, and then there's a Pokemon Battle playlist that has this song on it. And it's just like if you're competing in a game like Pokemon or TF2, and yeah, just stuff like that. We'll get back to the soundtrack. Yeah, Toxic Eternity is such a good metal guitarist. He's very talented.
Mission ends in 30 seconds.
Oh, nice. Alright, 1 second while that loads on offense.
Mission begins in 60 seconds. Prepare to defend our control point. Mission begins in 30 seconds. Mission begins in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, we're still on defense? That's right. That's right. Move them out. Alright, both our medics are dead. Here you go. Oh no.
The control point is being
Nice.
contested.
The microphone's everywhere. It's all good. We'll get the right adjustments.
The control point is being captured.
Dang. The timing of that was nuts. Nice. Ooh. Nice. It is heavy gaming right now. Welcome back, Victor. We got the Pyro main. Oh, yeah, versus an Uber Dang. That's a good flank. That's awesome. I usually use stock, but the red tape recorder's cool. I don't have Wheatley. Wheatley's cool too, though. That's a really cool thing that they did. I love that Wheatley is actually acting like he's in this world too. That's really cool. I'm surprised there's not even more like crossover Valve stuff. Like, I thought it'd be, you know, honestly, you would think it'd be a matter of time before we get like a Zen Half-Life weapon. Maybe in the future though. I mean, obviously, balancing-wise, you'd have to adjust accordingly, but... Ooh, nice. Yeah, we're trying to gut that tunnel. They're not gonna open. Oh, he took that risk. Yeah, they cut me out. That's great. But it did stall for time. You know, that's a big part of defense. So, in fact, time-wise, yeah, let's go Tommy Slav. Oh, it's a close call. Look out for scouts. Pint. Oh, this is, yeah. Just, yeah. He's got a shoot point. Yeah, open the door, knock knock.
Mission begins in 60 seconds. Prepare to attack the enemy's control point.
I'm gonna go far right flank.
Mission begins in 30 seconds. Mission begins in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Nice.
Mission begins in 60 seconds. Prepare to attack the enemy's control point. Mission begins in 30 seconds. Mission begins in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Nice. Oh, nice. Sandman Melter. That's good with the Phlogisnator. The raid. Oh wow. Was that? I think that was Logisnator. I was like, wow, was that an Uber save?
Mission begins in 60 seconds. Prepare to attack the enemy's control points. Mission begins in 30 seconds. Mission begins in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Nice. Rocket. Nice. Nice. I heard it and I was like, you know what? In this game state, I'm gonna try to bank off reflecting a rocket instead of like turning around to try to handle the demo knight. You kind of have to hope your team might get them. Well, you go for like a reflex mini crit. It's all good. Interesting scenario for sure. Oh, hey. Alright, I'll be right back. What's dead? Did it show be right back? I hope it did. That's what it's saying. I'm here. I'm alive. There you go.
Mission begins in 30 seconds. Mission begins in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get to the clock!
Hey. Oh, dang. That was quite the turn. that a spy that got him? Good shot. I love that little gun. Oh hey. Nice. Ooh. Good rocket.
Thanks for the raid!
To arrive. Oh hey. Oh hey. That is an underrated weapon. It's pretty cool. Playing with the wrong guy. I don't love you. Saxophone player went ham in the studio. Ooh, good play, good play. Nice. Ooh, nice. Yeah, that's good sightline control.
Thanks, mate. You know me, the fighting freak, no. Where I punk your hip. You ready? I ain't gonna let it get to me. I'm just gonna creep. Down the punk your hip, I got to find my little speed. I know that it's here. I can sense it in my feet. The great heaven's power allows me to feel. I can't see a thing, but it's around somewhere.
It was like one of the greatest piano riffs ever. Easily. Good shot. Smell and crackle. Yeah, to read a wing, cause nobody wants it there. Fly when in deep. like how he reloads as he reloads. That sounds like... What does that mean? Go ahead and explain. Ooh, good rocket. Oh, hey. Very careful there. My favorite heavy line is, I fear no man, but that thing, it scares me. Pyro, he's pretty cool. That was like, I'm not trying to be biased, but Meet the Pyro is my favorite. I think, and I want to talk about this in the future. So I do articles for the eaglesperch.net, and I also make like video formats out of them, like audio formats. One article I want to cover in the future is how underrated the Pyro is as just like a menacing character. Because with Meet the Pyro, comedically, people talk about a lot of the funny like sunshine and rainbow parts, but you know, it's just like, I think it's still not talked about enough how like amazing shots like this are. Like, holy crap. They did such a good, yeah, look at this thread, the best bit from Meet the Pyro. They do such a good job at depicting him as so like menacing and threatening. I do think that's like underrated still. And there's nothing, and I don't hate the sunshine rainbow parts. No, it's just that like, yeah, everyone's like, haha, funny sunshine rainbows. But man, when you actually depict who the Pyro is, there's a lot of storytelling potential there. Like, he is like a horror movie-esque main antagonist type of character. You got the heavy saying it scares me. The spy's scared, the scout's scared. I bet the whole team's probably scared of him. They say that the only team member that might not be scared of the Pyro is the engineer. You know, there's that comic where he's just like reading a story to the engineer, and then the meteor falls, and it's the alien weapons, like the Phlogisinator and the Pomson. I like Pyro's lines. You know, he's like, he's like, yeah, saying thank you, Doc. I just love like when he just chuckles. Man, but yeah, Meet the Pyro depicted him so well. Like, he wasn't even talking much. Again, he really is like that Freddy, Jason level horror movie antagonist type character. And obviously, you know, the fans just overall want more TF2 stuff, comics, shorts, a TV show, and there's a lot of ways they could further depict Pyro like that. So my mom is a therapist, and I actually, years ago, I showed her the Meet the Team videos, and she actually thinks it's really cool. She can tell there was a lot of effort put into them. You know, people often say TF2 reminds them of like The Incredibles, and she saw that same level of like artistic effort as in like Pixar overall. So when I showed her Meet the Pyro, you know, there's that debate of, you know, oh, Pyro sees, you know, people are like, oh, Pyro thinks he's helping people, but my mom, she was like, oh, he knows what he's doing. I thought that was an interesting perspective to add. And I'm not saying I saw it as, oh, Pyro thinks he's helping people, but, you know, some people think that he always sees Pyro vision, but my mom made a good point. He knows what he's doing. It's almost like he's telling himself sunshine and rainbows, but he knows he's burning people alive and stuff like that. That's a really good point. And here I said that maybe, you know, out of all the classes, it could be engineer that's not scared of pyro. Good point. He does make that face. So yeah, he even scares engineer there. There you go. Well, that comic did happen after Meet the Pyro, but maybe, you know, maybe that's what it is that engineer and pyro are good friends, but engineer's like, oh, this dude, he is like Jason or Freddy. Oh, good stab. There you go.
Recently, and for no reason,
Hi, Ryan Reynolds.
Mint Mobile's legal team, big wireless companies are allowed to
His ads are good
inflation.
for Mint Mobile. From what I've seen, the Mint Mobile ads have been good. I mean, Ryan Reynolds is just a good down-to-earth actor in person. Am I excited for Deadpool 3? Yeah, it should be pretty good. Oh, hey. Oh, the Diamondback shot. Yeah, that was close. Yeah, well, some people, you know, when Meet the Pyro came out, they're like, oh, he sees sunshine. Like, they're asking, what does Pyro see on the Nucleus map? Or what does he see on, like, this map right here? He always sees sunshine and rainbows. What does Pyro see during, some people said, what does he see during, like, expiration date with the bread monster? But I think my mom's correct. He knows what he's doing. I think he saw what the other mercenaries saw during expiration date. It's just, yeah, to him, he's like, he could just say, like, oh, here, I'll spread some rainbows and bubbles. But, yeah, he knows he's burning people. When Spy, like, gets the domination line and he's like, go to hell, you mumbling abomination. Yeah, Pyro's cool. He's a cool character. It's so funny because, you know, he calls him a mumbling abomination. Heavy says that thing. Scout says that freak. But one of Pyro's biggest strengths as a character is being a bodyguard. So, you know, protecting your team is pretty big. He is, like, the overall strongest bodyguard in TF2, that's for sure. Spy checks, anti-soldier bombs, fending off scouts and snipers, like I said earlier. Putting out your teammates if they're on fire. Being a Pybro. There's an underrated combo I call the Triforce. I've been saying it for, like, since high school. And it's, this combo is Sniper, Engineer, Pyro. Now, obviously, in competitive, Pyro is paired with Medic, Demo Man, Heavy. But if they're okay, there are instances where they might be okay for a little bit, like a few seconds. And then your next priority of protection tends to be Engineer and Sniper. And but them as a Triforce, they literally cover long, short, and medium range really, really well. And they cover each other's like weaknesses really, really well. Nice. Nice. I had to take a risk there running in front of the cart to try to get my battalions back up, but yeah, good shot. Oh, hey.
Mission ends in 60 seconds.
Nice.
Mission ends in 30 seconds.
Nice. Alright, this will be my last one for tonight, last map. Nice. Yeah, good coverage of the flank there.
The control point is being contested. We have lost the control point.
Ooh, good shot.
Control point.
Protect our medic. We build Uber and stuff. Speaking of. Oh, nice, nice. Nice.
Mission ends in 60 seconds. Alert. The control point is being contested. We have lost the control point. Mission ends in 60 seconds.
Good stab.
Mission ends in 30 seconds.
try to protect our medic a bit more. Ooh, good bomb. Good stab.
The control point is being contested. We have lost the control point.
Nice. Okay, where is our medic? Okay. I heard the sound, I was like, oh yeah, it's fight or flight type. Hit sound, and then the rev gun. Yeah, yeah, once you hear the minigun, you're alright, here we go. Fight or flight. Oh, hey. I like Meet the Engineer. So my thing about that, about how a class plays, here's something I'm surprised about TF2 is if I worked for Valve, that actually is one of my dream jobs, because I got a degree in audio engineering and a minor in computer science. The main reason I got a degree in audio engineering was because Valve's sound designer job wanted you to have that. I was originally going for music composition, but then I swapped over to audio engineering because, well, I mean, the thing, you know, it's definitely a lot more of a good widespread degree, because with so much games and movies and shows, they need a sound designer for like all that. Like, you always need a sound designer. Even in a silent movie, someone has to like process that it's like mute, like the channels and stuff. So anyway, if I did work at Valve and I could help out with TF2, I think that this here, see that ambush enemies at corners, the 2 bullet points for Pyro, I think all 9 of the classes need updates on that. It's not hurting the game. I just think what you could do is update competitive, make it like a Highlander queue. So you choose 3 of your favorite classes, or 3 classes you want to play on the Highlander ladder. And then as it's queued up and while you choose, there's a new updated role chart. So for engineer, it would say, like if it's loading up King of the Hill, it would say, get up a teleporter as fast, as an engineer you'll want to, in general, get up a teleporter as fast as possible. Get up a dispenser close to your team for mainly heavy, and Pyro, actually just your combo, because medic can protect himself, they call it armor. And then Demo Man appreciates it too. And then it would say, for King of the Hill and offense, you tend to run mini sentries. You can take the risk of stock or level 3s. But you're gonna have to understand the game state really well. And then it would, obviously those tips would switch depending on what map you're going to. So if it's payload, it would say, as engineer, you generally push the cart on offense, push teleporters on offense, and on defense, You're pushing like level 3s that tend to hold really tight choke points, like really good choke points. And then you also, yeah, you need to get your teleporter up. So anyway, I think TF2's competitive scene is very grassroots, and they've been able to discover how to push strengths and cover weaknesses of all 9 classes. That I feel like Valve could really, they could just update the text. Like, it's not hard to do. And I'm not saying that as a complaint. I'm actually just kind of surprised it hasn't been updated, because that helps a lot. It's kind of like, here's a big eye-opener. I started competitive TF2 in 2015. I started playing TF2 in 2011. But then I discovered that, oh, there is a competitive scene in TF2 back in 2015. And, you know, Pyro's been my favorite class ever since I got into TF2. When I got into competitive, I had my eyes open when they said Pyro is like the bodyguard class overall. I was like, whoa, I already knew about Pybro and spy checking, but they're like, oh no, this guy right here in front of me, you're doing this, and you're trying to air blast away soldiers and scouts and fend them off. And I was like, whoa, Pyro's role is like an important bodyguard. As I say that, spy gets me, but hopefully medic lives. And so that's an eye-opener. And then I could carry that over from competitive back into pubs like now. Now this is a pub that tends to have a lot of competitive players overall, which is a good thing in terms of improvement. But just getting into competitive just helped me as a player. And I feel like you could incorporate those competitive tips just for the game in general. So. Okay, so yeah, let's build Uber. There's a really good spy on their team. At least one I've seen. They've killed me a few times, so I'm gonna try to stay aware. Oh hey, flanking pyro. Nice, nice, nice. Good play, good play. Okay, did the medic live? I need to get in the habit. I've done it before, but I need to get in a better habit of checking where my medic is a lot when I die. Make sure that the medic's alive. So far so good. And then try to get back to the medic ASAP. Okay, there's the medic. Ooh, got 90 Uber. Like that. You gotta, yeah, protect your medic so they can continue to build Uber. Okay, spy check. Sometimes, because the enemy spies can see how much Uber the medic has. So sometimes they go in for the kill. They try to go in for a kill right when you get Uber to deny it, which is a good strategy. I actually think defense spy, like especially like on payload, is underrated. In King of the Hill, obviously, it's a constant push and shove. There's no assigned role of offense, defense. It's King of the Hill. But in like payload and attack defend, I think defense spy is underrated because think of how many games for defense end because the blue team pushed in with Uber. Now you have a class that can bypass the front lines, get behind, and sabotage the entire team, potentially getting rid of that game-winning mechanic. Yeah, defense spy is very underrated, which makes my job, you know, I gotta really stay on my toes, because like I said, those really good spy players, they are waiting for you to slip up. They want to, poor medic, I was gonna say they were waiting for the medic to die. Yeah, Heavy was barraging with bullets there. But yeah, it's this is part of the cool dynamics of TF2. You know, all 9 classes really do check and balance each other. That's why when you hear people rage about X class and, oh, I want them out of the game, it's like, nah. TF2's food chain, I don't want to call it food chain, but the way TF2's checks and balances work is if you take one class out, you know, the checks and balances really start falling apart. I'm gonna go in. Oh, hey. Nice. Good ambush. All right. So that'll be it for tonight. Thanks for tuning in. That's some new people here. I'll be back tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time for Street Fighter 6 and then Metroid Prime Hunters at 8. We do TF2 on Sunday as well, so looking forward to that. I'll see you guys around. Drive safe out there, snow, sleet, hail. Take it slow.